Great accessories take an outfit from simple to standout, and fall 2025 is full of accessories that do exactly that. From faux fur handbags to really cute little knitted hoods, these simple details will completely transform your new season outfits. Hi, I'm Leonie and welcome to my channel. Now, accessories are giving main character energy this season, and if you're anything like me, they always give main character energy. They are just a very easy and budget-friendly way to update your outfits. And for that reason, I love a good accessory. Today, I've decided to share 20 of the best this season so that there will be something for everyone. So let's just dive into 20 accessories that you'll actually want to wear this season. Now, first up, and I'm sure you've probably even seen little snippets of this trend, but relaxed slouchy boots are back. And one of the key ways to wear them this season, and brace yourself for this, is tucking your pants and jeans into your slouchy boots. There are different heights, so there are short slouchy boots that you can easily do this with, and there are the longer kind of more knee-high slouchy boots that are being worn with skirts and dresses. So slouchy boots are back, and whether you're a fan or not, they are here for the season. And I just touched on this one, but pants tucked into boots, and boots of all descriptions is very much a trend this year. Now, it's not so much an accessory, but it's kind of what you do with your accessories. So tucking your pants, whether they be cargo style pants, tailored pants, more sort of sporty styles, there's kind of something for everyone. And I like this. I mean, you don't have to spend any money for this one. You can kind of give your pants and your boots that you currently own a little bit of a modern update. It's kind of a little bit of a brave thing to do, but I would say just give it a go. So don't knock it till you try it. Now, grandma's jewels have definitely been making a comeback over the last few seasons. We've seen lots of pearls, and we started seeing brooches last fall, winter, and they are here in a very big way this season. Now, I absolutely love this trend. It's another way of updating pieces that you already own. Brooches seem to be worn teamed together, so a group of brooches worn on sweaters. They're also being used to give some of the oversized sweaters and cardigans interesting shapes. But brooches are an easy accessory just to update and just give some of those pieces or the knitwear that you've owned and loved and worn for years a little bit of an extra edge. The lovely thing about this trend too is that brooches are an easy item to thrift. So take a look in your local thrift store or talk to your grandmother. Some of the most interesting brooches are ones that have been around for a long, long time. So check out some of those vintage pieces and just update your knitwear by adding or pinning a couple of brooches. They're also being pinned on denim jackets and denim shirts and just plaid shirts as well. So think outside the square when it comes to adding some brooches to your outfits. If you're after a quick luxe upgrade to some of your outfits, then detachable faux fur collars are very much happening for the season as well. And again, this is practical, it's a fun trend, and it really does just amp up the volume on a very simple outfit. It's also pretty practical too, because a faux fur collar is going to keep you nice and toasty warm when it's really cold outside. Speaking of faux fur, there are a lot of really cute little faux fur bags around this season as well. And some of them are kind of muff bags where you can pop your hands in and keep your hands warm, so they sort of double as that. But there are lots of different shapes and sizes and styles available, and for me, I love this. It's just a great way of adding a bit of texture to an outfit, and it's a really affordable way just to update your looks and look a little bit more modern. And what I would say with these bags is to keep your outfit fairly simple and just let the bag do all the talking. And speaking of bags, another trend for the season is oversized or like jumbo style clutches. Now, these soft, squishy clutches are almost replacing sort of structured tote bags that we saw more often last season. So they're really an easy way to carry everything you need, and you basically tuck it under your arm and go. There are some really gorgeous colors available as well. So don't overlook this as an interesting accessory that's also super practical. Now, before we jump back into the video, I just wanted to let you know that I have opened my books for online personal styling sessions. Now, this is your chance to work with me one-on-one. So I'll send you a really thorough questionnaire for me to get a really good handle on who you are, what you need your clothes to do for you. I'll also ask you to take a few simple photos, and I'll create a personalized, shoppable lookbook tailored to your body, your lifestyle, your likes, your dislikes, really tailored to exactly what you need your clothes to do for you. Plus, when you sign up, you'll get instant access to some of my most popular digital products. You'll get my 120-page Shop Your Closet book, my brand new 30 Days of Outfit formulas, which comes with an editable style workbook, which is really easy to use. And it gives you the chance to put together your own workable outfits once you know how to do it. And if you're not interested in any personal styling, you can buy these digital products on their own as well. I will link them below in the description box so you can whip on over to my website and have a little bit of a look and see what they are. The workbook is brand new and it is proving to be super popular. Now, last season we saw the viral Miu Miu sneakers with the interesting different colored laces. Now, that's an accessory trend that's very much gaining momentum, and I am seeing interesting and different laces everywhere. And for me, I love this trend. I've actually bought some paracord so I can kind of create some of my own laces, just to give some of the sneakers that I love and wear regularly a little bit of an interesting edge to them. And that's one of the reasons I particularly love this accessories trend, because it's a DIY lover's dream, just to rework some of the pieces that you already love. And if you have been following me here for a while, you know that I'm all about making the clothes that I love and wear work harder for me. And this is a fun little upgrade to some of your favorite sneakers. There are loads of these interesting sneaker lace options around. All you need to do is Google and take a look, but there are some great options. Have a little bit of fun and think of your sneakers as a playful way to just add a little bit of whimsy and color and fun to your outfit. And I know this one is going to divide you, but bag charms are still here this season. Now, we saw them really taking stride last season, and they kind of diminished a little bit over spring, summer. They were still here, but for fall, winter this year, they are almost exploding. There are more bag charms on bags than ever before. So if this is a trend for you, then just get amongst it. There are lots of ways to add some really cost-effective bag charms to your bag, or even just repurpose some of your own necklaces or chunky chains, just to give your bags a little bit of an easy upgrade. Now, the snood is back this season, but it's actually a snood with a hood as such. So these gorgeous knitted pieces they're sort of almost halfway between a balaclava and a snood and just a cute little hood. But I think that they're a really fun addition to an outfit. They're obviously very practical as well. And they're just a simple way to keep warm, add a little bit of color to your outfits, and they just look kind of cute. So let me know what you think. Are you interested in these little, what am I even going to call them? Are they a snood? They're not really a snood. A snood is for your neck. What do I call them? I don't know. But these cute little knitted hoods are a really nice addition. They're great worn under coats or jackets. Easy way to keep warm, add a little bit of interest, texture, and color to an outfit. So I love the practical side of these, and I do think that they look fun as well. So these knitted hoods are going to be everywhere. I've already talked in some of my videos about resin, sort of chunky resin bangles that are happening, and we're seeing them all sort of stacked up your arm, which is a great look. But there are also some chunky resin beads that are popping in as well. Now, spring, summer saw us really sort of mixing beads and pearls back with some of our favorite chains. What is happening for fall is more of these sort of chunky resin beads being mixed back with some of our finer chains as well. So I didn't expect to see the beads, but I think it's a fun little trend and an easy way to create a little bit of a wow factor. And speaking of necklaces, what is happening this season as well is lots of really gorgeous little silk scarves being tied around your neck and also layered back with some of your favorite jewelry pieces as well. So I love the fact that there's kind of interest in this look. It just is a very easy way to add a little bit of color and just some interest to your outfits. What I have seen as well, certainly with some of the Fashion Week street style images that I've seen, is the color in the scarf is being picked up somewhere else in the outfit, whether it's in sneakers or a belt, and it just sort of creates that cohesion and ties it all in. So think about these cute little scarves as just an interesting way to add some color and some interest and just give your outfits a little bit of a wow factor when the weather's cold. I've also noticed quite a lot of striped scarves, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't like being cold. So when it's cold outside, I love wrapping up and keeping my neck warm. So scarves are always a go-to for me. The silk scarves that I just talked about are not so much about keeping warm, they're about adding color. But scarves that keep you warm are this season all about stripes. There are lots of stripes on offer. In fact, there's pinstripes when it comes to fashion. There's a lot of plaid fabrics, a lot of clashing plaids. So it's not surprising that striped scarves are the scarf accessory of the season as well. So keep your eye out for a little Where's Wally scarf. When it comes to bags, shoes and belts, there's also a lot of eyelet detail, and we did see this a little bit in spring, summer, but that's flowing through to fall, winter as well, which is always super helpful. So shoes with kind of biker eyelet details on them, belts, bags with that eyelet detailing is very much happening. So I love the fact that if you bought into this trend in the warmer months, you'll be able to carry it on through to fall, winter as well. So that's a goodie. And another trend that's happening this season is headbands. Now, obviously headbands are a little bit of fun. They're easy to wear, they're practical, especially like me if you have long hair that just flies everywhere in the wind. So there's two different styles, just your traditional headband. There's lots of colors on offer, and then there's more of a stretchy headband for a bit more of a sporty vibe. And when it comes to fashion, there's a lot of sort of sporty fashion happening for the season as well. So the stretchy headband is just kind of an addition or an easy way to sort of pull off that look. Now this one's an interesting one for me, and it is the ballerina sneaker. Now I just cannot see myself wearing this particular shoe. It's such a mix between a feminine ballet flat and more of a sensible sneaker. There's obviously lots of ways to wear this particular sneaker, but what I am seeing some of the fashion girlies do is they're wearing them teamed back with some capri pants for a bit of a kind of a feminine athletic kind of vibe. Now, this is not really a look that's going to work for me, but I do see the appeal of these sneaker ballet flats, putting two shoes together to create something that's a little bit fun, but also still practical. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like this trend, or is it sort of a bit of a step too far? For me personally, I think I'd rather just have my ballet flats and then my sneakers and not merge the two together, but that's just me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. When it comes to jewellery, one of the key trends that I am seeing is longer necklaces and pendants. And we've seen a lot of delicate layered necklaces around over the spring, summer. That makes sense. We did start seeing a few pendants being kind of drip fed, but certainly for fall and winter, these kind of longer, more statement pieces are definitely happening. If you have a fuller bust, a longer pendant can be a little bit tricky to wear, but if you don't, or if you just like wearing them, there are going to be plenty of options out there for you this season. And when it comes to making a statement with your jewelry, statement earrings are here. And I love this trend. I think it's a really easy way just to add a little bit of a wow factor, but regardless of what you're wearing, you can still be warm and snuggly, but you are kind of making an effort by adding some interesting statement earrings. And there's everything on offer, from oversized hoops to sculptural shapes to really amazing looking gems. And what I would do when it comes to styling them is I would keep my outfit simple and let the statement earrings shine. There's also charms everywhere this season, and I talked earlier about bag charms, but there are also charm bracelets, and I'm even seeing charms being tacked onto shoes, to boots. We did see sneaker charms happening last season. They're not going anywhere. So there are lots of charms around, even charms being tacked onto belt buckles and belts. It does seem to be a season for kind of just decorating our outfits with the help of some charmed pieces. Now, I, as a girl, had a charm bracelet and absolutely loved it. So you can go wild with your charms, or you could have a few charms just to keep it really simple. But there are lots of charmed adornments happening for the season, and I'm a fan. And I did touch on headbands earlier, and another hair accessory that's happening for the season is a lot of hardware. So like ponytail cuffs and really exaggerated bows. There's really interesting hair accessories happening for the season. And again, I've got long hair. Anything I can do to just make my simple style, whether I've got it back in a ponytail like this and adding an interesting hair tie or interesting scrunchies. I know scrunchies divide you, but there's lots of interesting hair accessories being worn for the season as well. Now, last but not least is shirts, and in particular, plaid shirts are being used or worn tied around your waist as just a little extra item of interest and a little extra layer of comfort. And for me, I love tying something around my waist. Even if I'm wearing a blazer, I like perhaps having a shirt or a denim jacket tied around my waist. It's almost like just adding an extra layer, which adds an extra element of interest to your outfit. It's also practical. If I'm, say, wearing leggings and I just want a little bit more warmth and I'm wearing more of a cropped jacket, I'll wear something kind of tied, or a shirt tied around my waist, just to kind of give me that warmth and coverage, and ultimately just to add some interest and often a little bit of color to a simple outfit. So this is not a trend that's going to work for everyone, but just tying that extra little layer around your waist is definitely happening for the season. Now that you have your accessories sorted, click or tap on the screen here and check out this video on all of the most wearable fall fashion trends, so that you know what to wear with those new accessories.